Thursday morning. It's Thursday morning. The son of the conga, man. I'm beating the drum this morning from Monrovia to Sester City, moving down to Zedru, going to Buchanan. Hey, Ganta, good morning. Ravensport, good morning. Mind Giving, good morning, folks. This is a TBS, a 961, the hot and soul of Liberia. Thursday morning, sometime a Thursday become a holiday. It's a regular Thursday. As the sun rises on Thursday morning, so does a potential guarantee for greatness. Oh, Thursday morning, give some gratitude this morning and count your blessings. Name them one by one. Good morning, folks. Welcome to Liberia's biggest breakfast show, the Truth Breakfast Show 961, the heart and soul of Liberia, cutting across the 15 counties in the land and breath of the Republic of Liberia. The love of liberty. The love of liberty made us here. Let justice be done to all. You want to say good morning to His Excellency. It's good that we greet our leader, the face of Liberia for the next 5 years or so. President Joseph Yvonne Boyka, good morning. Member of the 55th. I'm going to see regular section today. How is the lower house going to operate? Good morning to all of the silent listeners. You all screamed this morning. You don't call, you don't text, you listen every morning. Members of the Silent Listener Association, good morning, folks. This is TBS. My name is O'Neill Roberts, Marka Davis, having breakfast up to 10 o'clock, man. Sometimes I feel like my uncle, the late, the former information boss, Jonathan Rafa. Yeah, the Congo boys, they used to bluff so much. Don't you know I'm the Mika boss? Yes, good morning, Marka. How you doing this morning?
Yes, good morning, O'Neill. I'm a little bit under the weather, man. I'm not
Okay.
doing, yeah.
Okay.
But it's good to be alive and to be here to work for the Liberian people, even though sometimes,
Oh yeah, that best of tune, man. You
yeah.
you you sounded like
But
is something
but
happening?
you know,
Uh-huh.
you don't expect much from us, especially when sometimes
Mhm.
these very people you think you are advocating for their action make you to feel that you are like wasting your efforts.
Mhm.
Yeah, but however, we're doing what is good for us. We're grateful again for another day. um it was again another sad news on yesterday
Mhm. Terrible.
concerning the late senator's vehicle
Mhm.
and family members and all of that. So yes, but we're here, we're grateful. Thank God for life. That's what it is. And
Mhm.
there are certain events that are irreversible. You cannot do anything about them, especially situations of death and others.
Mhm.
When they happen, you can undo, them. So that's what it is. But we are grateful. Thanks to all of you who have joined us this morning. Like Oni was talking about whether there will be section at the capital today and all of that. You know, Liberians are quick on forgetting about things. So nearly people are forgetting about majority block and minority block, all of that. Yes. So I think
Whether you for black A or you for black
I think the
B.
nation and one thing I think what happened is that the nation was swept off its feet by the death of Senator Johnson.
Yes, yes, it plays a whole lot.
Yes.
Yes.
So that's what it has been. But we're hoping that I think the entire rope holding this entire thing is the Supreme Court's opinion.
Hmm.
Once the Supreme Court delivers its opinion in this matter, then we know what next step to take. Even though we are
Hmm.
seeing leaked chat room conversation and all of that, but that is obvious. So
Yes, that is obvious. Let's hope you get that regular tone I listen to your morning with. Sometimes when I go
I'll be
home,
good. I'll be
you'll
good.
be good.
Yeah.
Yes, I trust you're very, very good. Good morning, Apostle John Greeks. What sort of prophecy do you have for the nation before the year come to an end? Apostle Greeks. Good morning. This is the TBS 961, the heart and soul of Liberia. So many things happening. Um, the country won't blink. Yes, let's keep it up safe. And trust me, man, this too shall come and pass. This too shall come and pass. Whatever difficulties you're going through this morning, and I'm starting to say to myself, is political reward in heaven or is on earth? Yesterday, I received lots of calls. There are many folks who back you on yesterday.
Okay.
Yes, you won't believe it. And say, yes, Marka was right. Because nowadays, if the Unity Party leaves government, trust me, the next group of people that will come,
Mm-hmm.
if CDC wins again, you know what happened? They'll go and pay some debt back.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. So bring people from where? The private sectors. Then one of your callers said, no, what political reward is here on earth? That's why we still remain the same. We don't
Yes.
make progress.
So that's how people go about, putting these kind of selfish phrases together, in their own interest. You understand? We 2005 election and 2006 inauguration, we never heard about that.
Mm.
2011, 2012 inauguration. After that, we never heard about political reward business. Even 2017, 2018, we never heard about political reward. As soon as 2023 election got over, we inaugurated the president in January 2024. People started agitating for job. That
Mm.
how come members of the rescue who believe that because they are part of the party is supposed to get them job by all costs. That's how come they coined that phrase, saying political reward is not in heaven, it's on earth
It's
here.
on earth.
So it sounds good in the ears of people, but it is a selfish phrase, a selfish phrase for them and against the people and
Yeah,
against the nation.
yes, for me, I think we need to change it because
But what we even doing it before
yeah,
changing it?
yeah,
We should trash it.
yeah,
What is
because
political reward?
yeah,
You
because
want that reward? Go make fun.
if someone supports you and you're put into that position, you feels like you're obligated to it.
Of course.
This is our time,
And you
man.
don't even own, you don't owe performance
And
because that's your pay.
I will keep saying this, and some people don't like to hear this. If George Weah do make a comeback for the presidency, some people will say, "What would George Weah? What did George Weah come and do?" Eh? Those high decisions you refuse to take. A lot of people in George Weah government was working on party mandate.
So only for example
Eh?
now, the way we've been crying behind a public works minister
Yeah,
for the Samukai
the
Road and
Simon Carter
other,
role. Yeah.
damaged roads across the
Mhm.
capital here, because they quote unquote supported President Boaka and
Yeah.
they supported the rescue mission, whatever by action, by money or by whatever. If you say political reward is on earth, it's not in heaven, that means the public works ministry position is getting reward.
Untouchable.
Yes, reward. So he has nothing to prove to the Liberian people, and he has nothing to prove even to the president, because that is his reward.
Hmm.
If we take that phrase into consideration, that's what it means. It means that, for example, the National Port Authority job is Segu Douglas' reward because, quote unquote, they supported the campaign.
And speaking of, yeah,
The
go ahead.
the LPRC job
Mhm.
is able to reward because what? He's part of Unity Party. He campaign in the trenches. That's how they can say campaign in the trenches. So there's no way that even if he misbehaves over there, the president can remove him because that is his reward. That's the definition of my Liberian people. If the people tell you say political reward is not in heaven, it's on earth, that's the definition I'm giving you now. Because they are part of ruling party, they campaign, they sang battle cry, they insulted other people on social media because of the rescue mission. It is the reward for you to give them job. And if you get them job, they don't owe you performance.
So it is obvious when a ruling establishment or a political party wins election, those who supported them, it's obvious, you bring them on board. But again, that phrase, we got to try to erase it because I'm not seeing the country progressing. The division in the country is continuing day by day. Liberia is becoming divided. Yes. So we are witnessing now over the last 18 years, these two colors, the blue and the green. This is what they have been doing to this country on a very serious note. The others who don't even have time, they're living a profession, living in the business sector, the private sector. They're doing well. So sometime, let me use an example before you do your lineup. Maybe you take this XYZ. Let's use liability. You take life on the private sector and say, come, let's 3 years. And you know this character have been working and you bring the man to work in government. Well, I want to perform more. What the president you have budget and thing, but the political rewarding is hampering most institutions. Some people go ahead making the profile picture of the president on the WhatsApp, on the Facebook, the feeds, they're untouchable. And I will say this 6 years ago, in George Weah administration, most of the ministry autonomous agency people are working on party mandate. Today, Unity Party is now in leadership. Some are also working on the same party mandate. The social media is heavily loaded. I mean, well, for you spoke of the National Pool Authority for Yeke, yeah, accusing. Yeah, I mean, I'm not enjoying. Yeke style. We pointed a direct finger at the boss of the National Pool Authority, Sekou Dukle, sponsoring in the majority block. I think
everybody will be sponsoring the majority.
Yeah, everybody
block,
be suffering. Yeah, you can't be doing this.
From LPRC to where again?
Water and sewer,
Water and sewer.
to Seli Tyler Transport, now to the MPA, sponsoring the majority black. I mean, there are some characters working in government.
Waiting for the Supreme Court. We're not listening.
Yeah, let's go for Supreme Court. Yeah, and the Supreme Court should be trusted. You know what it takes to tell a higher decision boy that it takes 90,000 to them. I mean, it's not good, man. This is our last era we are run to. These are all people of integrity. Anyway, yes, 2 minutes up to 8 o'clock, the Thursday edition of the Breakfast Show, 961, the heart and soul of Liberia. Government shut down Bravo Mineral Water. We'll talk about it. Yes, just before me driving, coming in the compound, I heard that. They shut them down. They said the water is contaminated. So I'm here thinking about Commerce Ministry. What you also the shut K for any brother who brought contaminated thing down. Yes, they shut them down. That's a bad marketing they have done to Bravo. Yes, shut them down for the water being contaminated. And we've been raising the issue of rotten rice at K and Fuani brothers. Anyway, let's see what we have this morning on the lineup. Yes.
All of you that define political reward on FDIL business.
That website did you narrative?
You can read today or tomorrow. I stand by my belief.
Yeah, but we have to change it, man. We have to change it.
Reward now
Liberia is the only country people can lobby for jobs.
You want to do political reward, you go wrong for yourself. That's
Forget about the political reward, right? Liberia is the only country people lobby for job, beg for job, hustle for job. The professional, look, the professionals need to take over this country. That's the only who will make progress. Anyway, yes, let's see what we have. That old man waiting. David, you're waiting.
Yeah, so it's December 5, 2024. Thanks to our sponsors, Orange Liberia and EcoBank Liberia Limited. This show will bring you the health tips this morning shortly with David Coty for at least 5 minutes. That will be followed by the review of the local dailies. And in our studio chat this morning, we're doing a reminder call to the LTA commissioners to ensure that through their oversight and regulatory authority, they can see the means for the subscription on television charges like DSTV, Satcom, and NASA to reduce. We've been doing this for long. But I think I'm getting tired with this.
No, don't get tired.
Yeah, I think so.
Don't get tired.
The Ministry of Commerce is still reviewing tight-lip on the contaminated rice issue we raised with K and Fuani Brothers. Also, again, the Public Works Ministry still demand for interaction on major roads in the country, including the one we mentioned, the Samukai Town Road around Cardwell as well. So this morning at 8:20 to 8:30, we'll give you the opportunity to interact with us on the show. 8:30 to 9:15, District 3 Representative Mo Moba will be our guest this morning talking about his district and national politics. He hasn't been here for a long time now,
Mhm.
so he'll be here. At 9:15, we'll bring you sports, entertainment, and commercials brought to you by Orange Liberia and EcoBank, our proud sponsor of the show. 9:20 to 10 o'clock on the last segment of the show this morning, we'll talk about talent development scheme project or about grassroots football coach Amin, who is in Liberia, will be joined by former national team goalkeeper Nathaniel Sherman to talk about the project. So they will come here this morning to talk more about what they are doing with grassroots sports development, especially in Liberia. So yes, in the midst of all country first, this is the lineup of the show this morning.
Yes, beautiful lineup. When you have a journalist telling you, say, getting um, fed up with some things, then the whole country should be wondering. I mean, it should be worrisome. Because we get keep out of society, if we say we're tired of watching the gate, then what happens? People will yet pass through the system free. If the gate man tells you, say, well, look, it appears that I'm getting tired now, then it's a problem. Anyway,
So it just
yeah,
speaks to the
man.
fact that we need to have responsible people in public service.
Responsible officials then.
Yes, who will respond to some of the needs of the
Yeah.
people. You normally, I know sometimes there are resource constraints. You can't do it immediately, but sometimes interaction with the people, the assessment you do on some of these reports and all of that, and mentioning them in your public engagement and all
Mhm,
of that,
mhm.
it shows to the public that yes, you have interest.
Yeah,
But to
man.
ignore totally, it means you don't
I
care.
don't care.
Like the Liberian people with that, they thought it will soon get tired.
No tire. I
Yeah,
mean,
so
yeah, man. Yes, let's bring you health tip. But another prophecy for John Greed say the nation. John Greed, coming up on the show you say kind of ones. The Liberia must repent and pray, says the law. Okay.
mm,
He prophesies death. That the prophecy, about calling my number for the
yeah,
first time.
that's good.
Derek, what do you call him my number after 3 months? Oh. I hope Marka ain't block your number. Oh. I hope you block your number. Oh, you put a main problem, eh? Gary.
Look at the weekend put me in problem. My my family knows me very well. I can't do that. I can't
Abbas.
do that. I'm not scared.
Abbas.
If I do anything future, I can be scared for them, but I'm not scared. That false, that false, fake, malicious propaganda against my person. And if you ever make this statement again,
What issue a press
if you
release?
ever make this statement again, I'll
Yeah.
contact my brother Kevin DJ Matari will issue a press statement.
Yes.
So who said I think 4 years ago that you can never get married? Why you have a lady coming to see you for whole 10 years?
Oh yeah. No, who
No,
started
no,
no
no,
help
no,
tip?
no, no, no.
Who started no help tip today?
You must explain
You
this
must
thing.
explain.
Okay.
Amanda. Abbas. Yeah.
The two of them share this, they share the same symptoms. For example, fever. Two, abdominal pain, or stomach pain, something like that. Now, number three, headache. Four, weakness and fatigue. Five,
David? Oh, wow. David, you need to call back. I don't know how you went off the line. You can still call my line too. Okay, he's back. I just hope. Your money finished?
that Chinese food you must talk only.
Oh,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, those are the symptoms. Diarrhea and constipation. But malaria and typhoid, like I said, they have the same symptom, but they have different causes and different treatments. Oh yeah, there are different things that can cause malaria and different things that can cause typhoid. They are not caused by the same problems, and they are not treated by the same medicine. They got different medicines to treat them. You gotta be very careful. So if you just go to the drugstore, you go take your tablet, you think you're taking it for malaria, you're looking for trouble. For example, malaria is caused by the bite of an infected female mosquito. That's the primary thing. There are other things we can talk about because the time is short. But malaria is mainly caused by a mosquito bite from female mosquito. Now, while typhoid is mainly caused by contaminated food and water. Sometimes when I'm driving, I see people selling around school buildings with their fried plantain open, color all open. I feel sorry for the children because that's where typhoid can come from. And those of you who cook in your homes, cover your food always. You season your food, cover it. Don't leave it open. You fry the fish, cover it. That is where typhoid comes from. Now, so when you experience fever, consult a medical doctor to do your test first before you can take any medicine. Treating treatment for malaria is quite different from the treatment with. I mean, the medicine you use for malaria is quite different from the medicine you use for typhoid. It's quite different, so be very careful. Now, if typhoid is not detected soon and treated, it can lead to intestinal perforation. Now, this is what it means. It will bore a hole in your intestine, especially your large intestine. Be very careful with typhoid. It's very dangerous. So when you have typhoid, you keep taking malaria medicine, you think you got malaria, my friend, you're digging more hole in you. Typhoid can dig hole in your big intestine. And you know very well that digestion takes place in the mouth. It goes through the food pipe to your stomach. Digestion also takes place there. From there to the small intestine, further digestion takes place there. Then it goes down to the large intestine where something can happen. I will not call that something new because people having their breakfast anyway, people. Or can happen now. And I will not use the word people again. I like the way Quincy T can put it on Saturday. Now, if you don't take care of your typhoid and it bores hole in your intestine, what will happen will be the yanini will leak from uh, 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 the large intestine straight down into your abdomen, and that makes it very very dangerous. This is why you need to take it very seriously. It can leak down once there's hole in your large intestine. I'm emphasizing all of this for you to know that typhoid is very serious. And I'm emphasizing it because I want you to please check the doctor every time you have fever before you can take any medicine. Or else you'll be taking the wrong thing for the wrong thing and you have more problem. And some of the precautions to take, always try to wash your hands before you eat anything. Number two, wash your food properly before you eat. Now, it's always good to use your sanitizer if you don't have water and soap around you. It's very important to do that. So that's the main thing I want to emphasize this morning. That OTC thing, over the counter, running to the drugstore just to buy drugs to take, you got to stop it. See the doctor for a test. If you keep taking malaria tablets for typhoid that you don't know you have, you're looking for more trouble. Now, remember this. If you have started drinking your tea or coffee this morning and you have not eaten your breakfast yet, stop. You're causing more trouble for yourself, especially when it comes to acidity and bloating. Be very careful. Eat your food. Look, if you see me talking this way fast, I'm driving on my way to ERW hospital. Please forgive me this morning. My woman just shaking there. I'm going for the cleaning my teeth this morning.
Abbas.
I'm gonna clean my teeth this morning. And
Abbas.
you know what I'm gonna do there, Abbas?
Abbas.
I'm gonna ask the people to videotape it. It will be on my Facebook page. Starting from
Abbas.
10:30 to 11:30. You'll see them cleaning my teeth right at the ERW hospital on my page. Marka, go clean your teeth. Go clean your teeth. I know you have not done
we,
it for 10
we,
to 5 years.
we need to suspend him, man. They do good, man.
No, no, you didn't hear me. I said, please, for Salim, go clean your teeth. I also said, Queen said, T, go clean. I didn't call your name. I said, Queen said, T, that the man can give me help. Freedom FM every Saturday. Queen said, T, you can't let me rest.
Okay.
Go clean your teeth.
Abbas.
Abbas.
If it's I don't use a bullshit chapter that.
Oh, you can see my picture on Facebook there with the dark goggles.
Yeah.
Doing the lecture. It's some Google for them. All right, thank you, man, gentlemen.
Okay.
Thank
Hancock.
you, Derek. Thank you.
Hancock.
Derek is our regular feature with the health tip. 4 lines out of money. Yes, let's have and the review of the papers. What's making news from the print media this morning? Yeah, so welcome to the review of the local delays. Our first stop have to do with the Independent. Yes, the Independent is on the newsstand for $40 Liberian dollars. Samatoy case halted until why? Well, the former Minister of Foreign Affairs, as a foreign finance, Ditwe is captured on the front page of from the Independent Twe case halted until what? Grab a copy of the paper. Let's go to the back page. Remove Street Garage is a sub news story also on the front page of the Independent. Liberia holds Futurist Conference. When is the conference? Well, starts next week. Well, let's go to the back page. The back page of from the Independent. Well, from college account, ex-president withdraws US 212,000. Other report reveals. Who is this ex-president? I need to get it. This is for someone. RAA report talks about bombing County Community College. Well, we got to follow detail of the story. For ex-president of the college withdraws 212,000 for what? Grab a copy and read the rest of the story from the Independent this morning.
Yes, let's go for the newspaper. The lead story on the front page: 4 dead in crash of late PYJ's vehicle. Well, I'm seeing the terrible scene of the accident captured right here on the front page of the newspaper. Still on the front page: no evidence to convict saboteurs. Government lawyers run to Supreme Court again. I'm seeing former Finance Minister Samuel Twe right here. Photograph: several flunk in law school entrance as UL releases aptitude test results. And the editorial is "The Constitution must be respected." Yes, that's the editorial for the newspaper. The Constitution must be respected. Stay on it. Let's go to the back page. Government secures US 5.3 million grant for agriculture development. Well, I'm seeing Finance Minister Augustine Gafwa here signing on behalf of the government of Liberia, and IFAD country representative Pascaline Barakiba also signing for the International Fund for Agriculture Development. Revisiting normal day is a quote, Wakai, to refurbish Hotel Africa and others.
Hey. Hotel Africa.
Hey.
Okay.
This story has been reported in the newspaper, and this paper is sold for $40 Liberian dollars. And finally, on the back page, correction officers trained in records management urged to make maximum use of knowledge.
Yes, let's move on. My last stop this morning is the New Republic. Yes, on a stand for $50 Liberian dollars. Boka betrayed PYJ is captured on the front page from the New Republic. Former rebel leader Yaya Nimnen reveals, according to the New Republic, well, Senator is on the page, the front page of the New Republic. Grab a copy. Dillon's tribute sparks speculation over Prince Johnson death. Well, the most radical county senator is captured here on the front page of the New Republic. Grab a copy. PYJ official vehicle in tragic accidents. To solve this story, let's go to the back page. What's on the back page of from the New Republic? If I can get the back page, okay, the back page is here. Senator Horn's PYJ is on the back page of the New Republic. Government invests US 650,000 in irrigation system for rice. Well, it's captured on the back page of from.
The Data Observer
Mm.
is next. US 8.4 billion needed to implement arrest agenda. Finance Minister discloses. Well, I'm seeing nearly the entire cabinet lineup in a photograph here, following the validation of the arrest agenda for inclusive development. Also, still on the front page, government IFAD signed US 5.3 million EU grant. Fund meant for agricultural development is another sub-lead story. UN Special Rapporteur on human trafficking embarks on 9-day mission to Liberia. Well, it's a key story. Liberia's crossroads, multi-user rail access or AP or AML monopoly is a question mark. AML is ArcelorMittal Liberia's offer to settle SRG's US 50 million arbitration claim equals less than 3% of the projected revenue from multi-user rail access. Well, I'm seeing Solway, I'm seeing ArcelorMittal, all of their logos on this newspaper alongside President Joseph Boakai. Let's go to the back page.
Mhm.
Let us inspire our magistrates. Chief Justice, your urges President Boakai. I'm seeing the President and the Chief Justice. 8 agribusiness startups awarded grants at USAID supported pitch competition initiative implemented by Monrovia Startup Consortium through ATR Agribusiness Incubator and Development Activities Lot B. Mm-hmm.
You done?
Yeah.
You need to clear your throat a little
Yeah.
bit, man. Oh, I mean, at this time, welcome to the show. Yeah, this is the Breakfast Show brought to you by Orange and, of course, the Pan African Bank, Echo Bank. Yes, it's proud to present the Truth Breakfast Show. Yes, at this point of time, some part of last year or a year before last, what was this famous Christmas song from the former president? Joe, we have my Christmas on you, yeah, my Christmas on you, yeah. You remember that song? I hope George Ria can drop another track, man. Yes, let's do another track. Do another track while in opposition. Let's see something, whether it will be a hit.
Yeah, so as Oni was reporting, should I do a little thing about this
On
Bravo
the
water issue?
Yeah, we're coming to it.
Okay.
Yeah, we're coming to it. The Bravo water is something very important. But let's do a passing over for the LTA. Look,
Mhm.
you said something and shake me small a little bit. Don't get tired, please. Your text marker and tell you say please. You shouldn't become get tired, man. Yes. So we're doing a reminder to the Liberia Telecommunication Authority, the LTA. Most time LTA will bring on this big GSM company, Orange and other network, and tell them to reduce the service charge, reduce your calling, reduce the data, and blah 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 blah. But we are calling on them, the satellite providers. Look, the DSTV, the Satcom, Nana side, the monthly subscription fees too high, man. If difficulty makes $150 monthly, he gonna pay his light bill. He pay his water bill. How much will be left for he and the children? They pay $36, $40, $56. LTA. These satellite company have made profits. They are surviving only on profit now, operating only on profit. Side there, man. Alpha Juice did it. But no outcome of the report. What did the TSTV say to Alpha? We don't know. What Sakon said to him? We don't know. What another side said to him? We don't know. LTA, please, can you do this for us? The monthly subscription fee is too high. Too high. Last night I was watching Arsenal killing Man United. And guess what? What popped up on my TV? You had 2 more days left.
Mhm.
They remind you, and within that period of time, they shut it down. You don't see anything. Go and pay another monthly subscription. LTA, take some responsibility, man. Look around Africa here. Liberia is the only country who have a high charge on these satellites television we're seeing here around here. Let's move on to the Ministry of Commerce. We're just passing through.
Mhm.
Commerce Ministry, up to now, go on the Facebook page of the Ministry of Commerce. Good morning to you, Mother Linda Goze, the new Minister of Commerce. Look on your Facebook page, the official page of the Ministry of Commerce. Following our broadcast or deal later, the quoted The media. They went and shut. They went to lock the warehouses of K and Fuani Brothers. Why? Because the rice they had there was contaminated. And they promised that they're going to get the media involved to make sure and destroy it. And as we speak, almost 1 month, no hay, no tay. This happened on yesterday with Bravo Water. Bravo Mineral Water, Wash Commission had terminated, please go to that story, as it's contaminated, right? It's about marketing. This going, not like Brent Poke and roll of thing. So government has said Bravo is bringing contaminated water. It's not good for drinking. Can you know that? You have damaged the whole business for good. So I'm here thinking about K Funny Brothers still operating. Let's see if you can go to that story. You're looking for the photo, you say?
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, what is happening? When the media raise issue, please follow up. Yeah, Bravo Water.
Different story.
Yes, yeah,
Sorry,
yes, yes. So you'll get to it. You promise us. Even the IG of Commerce call on the show and say, yes, it's true. We find it. You get it?
Yes.
Yeah. The Wash Commission.
Yes, as reported by the Liberian investigator, the Liberian Water Sanitation and Hygiene Commission, known as WASH, has ordered the immediate closure of the Bravo Mineral Water Factory operated by Liberia Bottling, Juice and Water Corporation due to concerns over water contamination that has rendered the product unsafe for human consumption.
Look at that.
The decision followed a site inspection by the WASH Commission's inspectorate team on Wednesday, which confirmed that the facility failed to meet required safety standards. The factory will remain closed until it complies with these standards. Attorney Alexander Sedi, head of the Commission's legal department, stated that the closure was prompted by numerous public complaints regarding the quality of Bravo water. He is quoted as saying, "Our inspection revealed that the water produced by this factory is not safe for human consumption." The commission has summoned the factory's management to explain why they failed to comply with previous directives, which included halting operations and recalling contaminated products from the market. That means they were told earlier to remove the water from the market.
Okay.
Reports indicate that the company did not fully adhere to these instructions, exacerbating public health concerns. In an earlier mandate, the Wash Commission instructed the factory to retrieve all bottles of Bravo mineral water from stores and vendors.
Okay.
However, many contaminated products reportedly remained on the market. The Commission has also advised the public to refrain from purchasing or consuming Bravo water until further notice. Quote, "We urge all citizens to prioritize their health and avoid consuming Bravo water at this time," a representative of the inspectorate team stated. The WASH Commission emphasized that this action demonstrates its unwavering commitment to safeguarding public health and ensuring that all water products meet national safety standards. Yes,
You see this? So this company is like you damaging it. We know in our Liberian setting, right? You tell the whole public say it's not good for drinking.
And the paper said they tried to reach out to the company, but they were unsuccessful in getting to them.
Mine very self, I tried reaching out to, because besides Bravo, you have other mineral waters company. You touch one, you should touch all. No one should be exempted. Whether it's Aqua Life, the same thing doing to Bravo today. Go after Aqua Life, go after Diamond Mineral Water. There are several others mineral water on the Liberian market. Look, I'm not saying Bravo coming back in the space anytime good. They have to stand strong with a good public relations, because government has said water is contaminated. We take everything from every businesses, every shop, every stores. Water not good for drinking.
So, so besides people complaining about the water taste and all of that, the Wash Commission carry out laboratory testing of the water to ensure that it was not safe. I think they need to speak to that too.
They have to.
It should not just be about,
because there are some bottles
people
maybe
say
you
the
have in
water-
a shop you bought 5 months ago, 6 months ago, so they should take off on the shop too. Is that what you're saying?
So it's not just because people say, "Oh, the water not tasting good," and you went there and say, "Oh yeah, oh the other thing not supposed to be where they color, it's supposed to be blue, it's supposed to be black, this and that." But did you test the water quality itself to know the level of contamination. You
Sure.
understand?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, it should not just be because people they
Mhm,
complain, they
mhm,
go
mhm.
and close the company.
Yes. If not so, this company is going to collapse.
Yeah.
On a very serious note.
But Bravo has been one of the popular water on the
Popular
market.
water. So
It is strange.
I'm a bit, if politics is in there, if another water company is doing it to damage another company, I mean, we're gonna follow this to the end. And Bravo management should not remain tight-lipped. Otherwise, this company is going to be
No,
damaged for good.
we can lay blame on any other company, but
No, probably it could be
it is the
business
government
wise. It could be business
is the
wise.
government institution set up.
I ain't trusting government
Is the government
sometime now.
institution set up with the authority to do the work that they are doing? So I
Yeah,
can't blame a different company
yeah,
for that.
probably it could be now because the way people are proceeding,
We know that
it making me afraid now
even
to
though I agree with
trust.
you that there are politics in business too.
Politics can play in business. Look at K and K for example. K and K rice, the roti rice. Is it roti rice now on the market? It is. Yeah,
But
man.
in fact,
Eh?
I think one paper reported
Now
that
the verity.
yeah, very reported
Uh-huh.
that the contaminated rice is being sold on the market.
Yes. So we'll follow up. The management of Bravo, if you remain tight-lipped, where you gonna damage this water, I mean, it's gonna go for good. It's gonna go for good. So let's pass through and see if we can get some calls. I've yet to see Sumo Mobile, the
Yeah,
District 3 lawmaker.
but that's part of the
Hmm?
politics in business.
Business in politics, oh.
Yeah,
Hmm.
we know that politics in business.
Yeah,
However, the
politics.
public health concern should be of
And the
concern.
Watch Commission should tell us what mechanism was used, at what level they were, because you know how many mineral waters we have in this country. There are so many others. Today, we still eating rotten rice. Yes. I met an old man who said she wash her rice 1 to 5, 6 times. The water looked at her fufu. Yeah, I told the old man, I said, yeah. Since the radio been talking about rotten rice at Fuani Brothers, K and K, I'm sure that warehouse is open now. Yes. They locked it up with that show. It's open. No one's saying nothing. This is Liberia.
Sheku Hussein Dukle is not just a lie,
It's
but a
it's a
cheapiest propaganda
yeah.
that can pass any reasonable test. No one stupid here, man. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, but for Seko Hussein Douglas, I don't want an NPA boss to be responding because Yeke start of politics, you won't understand Yeke. Sometimes he just touch you, like he jab you, and want to see you respond and alter it. I mean, the politics plays
but the
so many
NBA
ways.
boss was brutal.
Yeah, something that reactionary. And I think he did that about how many hours ago
9
now?
hours ago.
Yeah, it's going viral. People are just sharing it. Let's get some calls. Wouldn't Giddens, the Minister of Public Works, yes, political reward is on earth.
And for a
It's not in
reminder,
heaven.
Real Madrid lost last night.
Need that one. That La Liga tour. I saw your post. I want to comment. You pull Mbappe on the other side. That table will tear around someone away. That picking up can't be back and spoil the whole thing. But Roden Guinness want to remind you, please. I mean, we don't hate you. We like you, Roden. You could be a very good public work minister. Maybe one of these days, in the long run, we need one bridge after Roden Guinness. The 1 year bill. Now one we'll name a road after the Roden Guinness road. I think you want to achieve that. But Roden Guinness, we're not seeing nothing. Eh? The pop holes. Lana Dodo plays a call to me yesterday. He said, well, you guys, whatever the pop holes are still there in Monrovia, Roden Giddens. We still want you to achieve. I'm sure you're going to hit that, Mac. 5 years from now, you don't become Minister of Public Works. When you drive in, you want to see some area and say, yes, this is my trademark. This is the rule. When I was Public Works Minister, I built this rule. But for the one, the bourgeois island, all the public work minister in Liberia have been facing that rule, that bourgeois island. So we need a rule on your own Giddens. They could make a mention of the Kiowa Road. That place just the Banga Highway number day. If you fix that road, it will help to cut down traffic. The Samuel Town Kiowa Road connects Louisiana, Johnsonville, Mount Barkley, and so. Have a trip maximum make it in. Let's get the calls up. 0777285 961. This is the True Breakfast Show.
Yes, that line is for the men. Y'all call that line.
They're accusing you already. What the women line?
Call that line.
Don't be afraid to call
the
women
line 0770202579.
Yeah.
0770202579. Now that man, David, y'all call.
Those of you who are attached to Bravo Mineral Water, you'll make some effort and get to us. We're trying to, because even if the management remains tight, this business is going to be damaged for good. Someone send me a video. Yeah, I'm not gonna take the calls. Let me see this video. Yeah, it's coming directly from the company.
That's 0770202579 and 0777285961. Let's take this caller this morning. Good morning. And please, when you call, please stay away from your monitor.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. Is it okay?
Go ahead. Yes.
Okay. The first thing I want to thank you, Uni, and his colleague. Thank you very much because this is the only station I've known myself to now for years. I want to thank you. One thing I want to tell you, these people, when you see these people, when they applying for job, asking for job, it's not for party business. The qualified people are less in the country. And then that's why the unqualified group themselves to parties. So that as soon as the party wins, they want job. This is one of the things I've considered. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is John. I'm married. I call from Tuesday.
No,
Man, what
I
happened?
ain't
What happened
sounding
to the
today,
voice,
so-
man? Your voice, man. What happening?
Yeah, what's going on?
Good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was using earpiece, probably that is why.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sure this is talk to your leader segment, right?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, and I know you journalists are also leaders because we follow you, we follow what you say. My concern has to be with SKTV.
Oh?
Last night, yeah, SKTV that is on your radio.
That's a different show.
Yeah, but let's get this and raise that
That's
issue
a
with them.
different show.
That show is just being relayed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good morning.
It's a relay show.
Yeah. Morning. Go ahead.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah, this is Sodi Marka calling from Upper Kowal, Sam Katan Road.
Okay.
I want to appreciate you guys in the studio. Every morning I listen to you guys. Thank you very much. And we appeal to the government to come and see about us on this road. This is connecting all over. It's a main road from here straight to Banga Yapai, Banga Street. It's a shortcut. So we appeal to the government to come and help to fix this road. For Bravo Water, the government should not only look at Bravo Water, they should not look at the other mineral water that people are consuming. Most especially the sachet water in the site they are selling around. They should even go there and do their investigation too. So thank you for the time and God bless us all.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
This one. Good morning.
Good morning, Marka. How you doing this morning? This is Milton Yuko, people next representative for the 6 Motorado County. How you doing this morning?
We are fine.
First, I just want to let Udin know the thing they call political reward is starting here. You are not wrong campaign for somebody before. To stay under the sun, to sing song for people to curse you and do everything. Then you move from there. The person passing around and the people enjoying. That I would say can ball. You know that I would say cannot ball. So the reason why somebody can be doing all the I would say is that tomorrow when sun shine on you, they will get opportunity for them to put something in the fire. Let's say, oh yeah, we post them all kind of picture here during 2023, one of our pages and up to now, we cannot even answer our call. So you think somebody less than will get on a whole wrong campaign because those who are giving a job to, the people that are in America, they ride in a BB car, a tanker, once the old pool car and stood up, stay on the road and sing all the song. Then you take them, put them power, then potential young people who go to school in Liberia, you cannot get them power to serve. At the end of the day, you hear us saying political reward is not here. So all my reason to really campaign for United Party. I'm qualified president. I can get a job. There's somebody moving America and doing the job that was simple for me to do. We'll go none of them more than them. We're not run campaign for them. We'll fight them. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Where is I'm yet to see the lawmaker. Someone mobile. What's happening, man?
Good morning.
Someone what you
And let me say good morning to Oni Osama, the new Remain Joe Kamo. I joined you this morning from Montesquieu 2 resident or Magibi County or Oni Maga. You're thanking this morning for the talking point. And like you guys said, or if for any reason or the Bravo mineral water will keep that lifted, then it will just validate the fact that all what I've been speculating is true. So it is important that they speak to this issue. But before I can drop the line, I want to speak to our government, more importantly to the president. Some of us we canvass for the Unity Party.
So you do your own reward too, right?
We
Wait, okay, wait now. So if the whole country will campaign, but you see all of you can go in government, everybody. So we try to do away with the political reward because almost everywhere everybody compete for Joseph Boyka, we should put everybody in government.
Even some people who can't afford now said they should go for that reward too. People,
so that they can live and the life improve. You never have to work in government before you can live a conducive life. So we are calling on the government to see how best to see the need to strengthening the private sector and bring out infrastructure development in so that other people can get connected and see how better their life can move on. But not to just get in government. Thank you for having me this morning.
Okay.
Finish talking your own. Good morning.
Yes.
Good morning.
Akwe boy.
Only thank you for the exclusive recognition.
Akwe, you know I haven't seen you before. I just know your voice when you call. I try to match your voice with the name.
Exactly. And I see you on so many different occasions from afar. Yes, I've seen you on so many occasions. Also, let me say a pleasant good morning to the people's call on Musa Azam Pelete. Quickly, I want to speak to two issues. One has to do with this issue at NEC. No, Marka, I think those people that were displaced, they were just unlawfully, to be very frank. Because if the NEC would say that the reason behind their action is because these people, they carry on some actions that were not in place or that went against the law. No, these people have been marginalized on several different occasions as it relates to their sales salaries and benefits. And you can't have people working for you, they're not receiving their salaries and benefits.
Akwe, we officially respond. We learned that there was 8 million, and some of the commissioner was asking for 5 million. The Minister of Finance, when 3 million was given back, I'll bring you full details what is happening with that neck.
So, what I want the government to do quickly, I want the government through the Labor Ministry to carry on some quick intervention because the people they are feeling very hurt. Some of us we are close to these people, we know how they are feeling. And the last issue has to do with this issue of the DO from the Ministry of Education. No, we are not saying the Ministry of Education is not close with the authority or carry on their function. No, that is not what we're saying. But some of these DOs that were assigned in the different education districts across the country, I mean, they were just from their position, holding on to the fact that these people, some of them were performing excellently well. For typical example, PJ Education District 6.
Did they change out of the DO? They changed out of them?
That's what they said they went to the Supreme Court.
But I think the Ministry of Information did not do any feasibility study to know as to what are some of these were really performing.
Okay.
You mean information education?
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, thank you. Let's speak on Eva Yuban Plaki, who says yes, political reward is on earth. Eva, you came for me calling your political reward this morning.
Oh yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Okay, great.
Hey, your man attacked me yesterday.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Heaven, like I told you yesterday, I disagree with you and my brother, the son of the late Baptist deacon. I disagree with you guys. That
but we stand by our story, Umba.
that is where you do earthly things in heaven that Hosanna, that praises one.
So, Eva, let me ask you this one. So, all those who have campaigned for the president, and to all of them be rewarded, there are people in every county.
This is how people are rewarded in the context of providing an enabling environment. For example, you need good health.
Well, now you're not saying this one.
No, but you tell everybody it's not possible. Even in America, all of those who voted for Donald Trump didn't work. But you see, when we talk about political reward, it is competence. It is giving you an opportunity to work so you can be paid. It does not mean that because you can pay.
If somebody told me that you rewarded already, someone just told me, someone sent me a text. If is rewarded, if is now at the MCC. Yeah, see, if is at the MCC.
But listen, you see, you can work anywhere once you are qualified, competent. I'm at the MCC.
Yes.
Yeah, providing.
What's your profile at the MCC?
Providing. I'm one of the directors there.
Congratulations, man. But why you tell me, man? Why you hold on? Sorry. Why you tell me, man? Why you tell me, man? Congratulations.
But these are not things we gotta be posting.
No, we are afraid.
They are looking for the reward. I was talking it now. When you get a reward, they all know.
Listen, I wanted to be superintendent of my County, right?
Okay.
Fine. It was not given to me. That does not mean that that, and those who are there are not competent and qualified. I wanted to serve in other capacity. Now that this has been given to me, we have to serve. It is not a political appointee.
Yeah, we'll say saying about Maggie. Don't worry. When we're doing rotation, we'll send you back.
Very good, yeah. I also want to disagree with you when you say that only in Liberia people can lobby for jobs. You are wrong, O'Neil.
Nah, man. Only Labro. Labro lobbying for a job is too much, man.
No, but lobbying is everywhere. It's totally acceptable. It's not crap.
Example.
Lobbying is negotiation. It's everywhere. You can lobby to do anything. It's not wrong. The only thing you can lobby for to kill or to steal. But once you love it to work, once you love it to travel, it's totally acceptable. It's not a crime. It's not wrong.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with that. So, there's something you got started the other day, but you're leaving. The library people want to know. The issue of the RIA, you started a very good debate. Yeah, because you see the media, there's a reason you are called the fourth estate.
Okay, you want to know what happened with the RIA? The RIA?
You talk about the board chair and
okay.
When you start something, you need to end it because Liberians are interested, O'Neil.
Okay.
It's not possible for a board chair or board member to be taking pay when it's supposed to be taking pay quarterly after a board meeting.
If I just drop the line, let me see what I want to say about the RIA.
Yeah, just talk about it and give us details so that people can know.
Yeah, the guys.
Yeah. So before you do that, the person be hanging in.
Yeah.
Good morning.
The RIA. Yeah, go ahead.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. Go ahead.
Good morning, Mr. I call from Kingsville.
You say calling? We say we're not talking about SKTV.
Yeah, I didn't say I should talk whatever it said. Talk to our leaders.
No, so Chief, I mean, that's a different show. That's a different show.
Chief, you can call on our show and express whatever you want to express.
Yeah, that's a different show.
Yeah.
So
I will not talk about LCTV, please. Let me just say what I gotta say.
Okay.
Okay, and to you, generally, I think the case at the Supreme Court, we all need to be careful and not stop making statements that people would think that the Supreme Court will not go the right way. Whatsoever decision I come from there is what we always accept. In 1985, the whole country agreed that we got 5% whose opinion will matter in any case.
Okay.
And those are the justices of the Supreme Court of Liberia. And three of them, what they agree to, it means that is their opinion. So let people start saying they bad them, they do this, they do that, they do that. I think it's bad for our society.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So at the Rabat International Airport, I stand to be corrected. The board chairman have taken his office from the Springfield to the RIA. And the managing director of the RIA, I think he'll feel very working because the board chair should give the man a chance to work. You wouldn't have when you have no quarterly meeting, the board chairman should come in. Then stay at the Rabat International Airport. All of the board members are on a monthly pay and have all of their paychecks. Yes. Is that how it should be? From June to November, all of the board members that you know at the Rabat International Airport, that's double dipping. Take, for example, the LACC on the boss to the scene that connects with the airport. He's already the chairman of the LACC. I say LACC, it's the aviation.
Okay.
The aviation authority on the boss, right? He's already having position. They on the monthly pay on the same. He's board member at the same RIA, taking a monthly pay. Is that how it's supposed to be? This is why pushing some of us say no, the political reward. Let's forget about it. People are directors. Some of them are ministers. They attach elsewhere. But taking a monthly pay is unfair. Even now when you want to hear, that's true. So what about the ordinary security who stands at RIA gate, opening the fence back and forth, makes only $150? Someone who don't even come to work, taking a monthly pay in $1,800, $1,800, $2,250 every month. Every month. Joseph Marka, you have to stand up. Otherwise, else, after the presidency, you'll say, but going as president, that's one thing easy. Now, Blocker will want to block out. That time is over. President Blocker, what happened to you? The board members, they're on a monthly payroll. Yes.
Good morning.
David Coty, just hold on.
Morning.
This is Fatu.
Okay.
Morning to you guys.
Morning.
Yeah, my guy, you stress on one point. Political reward. What's about we, the elderly women? time for election, we can tie our lapel. We wear our own slipper. Some of them said those boys that can be contested, they don't even know those villages that we people coming from. Yet and still we can go there with campaign. They don't know our need, but we are doing it for better Liberia and for the betterment of our children. And if the president got to power, we just want good thing for Liberia. We will not betray their struggle and say we want job, we no political reward in heaven, no political reward on earth. We don't say that. We only pray for the betterment for our country. So I can really be disappointed if I hear some people talking that, oh, no political reward in heaven, so they should get every reward, right? So what's about us now? Why now we can get on the streets? We go, we buy on president, why not to give our job?
I said the parents can put themselves together and go protest and all. Can you imagine?
Now we can go on the street to go protest. Now protest becoming worse and worse. They no longer having the fear of God. Even the worse and worse now when they go in the target to go perform one and follow them.
My sister, let me thank you. Amen.
Okay.
Amen.
Okay.
Okay. Let me say, guys are patient, man. My sister, God is very patient. Do you know the gay pastor, gay bishop that gets taken before the congregation and preach? You think God not seeing it? God just patient. That's an abomination. Those stand before the congregation, those still preach the gospel. Hey man, God a patient man. Oh. Both member that taking monthly pay. God he's a patient man. He won't talk until the final judgment. Let's speak of Abbas, man. Abbas.
Abbas, if you're holding me for more than 2 hours, it doesn't matter because my money will not finish. All right? Okay, political reward. This is what I have to say. First, let me say congratulations to my uncle, Abel. I didn't know he was somewhere until this morning. Thank God for you.
I break the information, eh?
You're exposing now. I will run you for scratch card. Okay. I believe I see it both ways.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, when you work for something, at least benefit from it. But I also see it another way. Supporting a political party should not be primarily because of job. When you think that way, then the whole thing is a mess. Because that should not be the aim. The aim should be the betterment of the entire country, even for those who did not support the party. Oh yes, it should be like that all over. We should be looking for competent people to serve, not only people from the party. This is why we see a lot of demonstrations around here for job. This is why some people want to die in government. They will always be there. No, it should not be party business. So I agree with it both ways. When people suffer for something, it's just like you and myself will deal with
David, let me ask you this. Just tune down the volume of the radio a little bit. I'm hearing some music in the background. That's music. Where are you? I'm hearing music in the background. That's not good for my ears. Yes, music don't play in the bank house. The money needs to concentrate.
No, you're right.
So where are you?
Where are you, in fact?
I'm at the JFK cafeteria.
Look at that.
And they play music there.
They're playing music in the cafeteria. Okay.
Of JFK.
How you call it cafeteria? They call it flare pole.
Koti, I mean, this issue of board members, is it surprising to you, or
It's surprising to me.
that board members will be taking pay from June up to November?
I'm surprised about that because what I do, I have been on a board before. I was on the telecom board before. We're at the corner of Broad and Lake Street right there. I was on the board before during the Judy Bryan time. I was there for a year plus. I remember we only took board fees and not salaries. No. So if it is happening, we need to find out from the board chairs there or whoever, why is it happening? I have never heard that before. You see? So, and to say, even at the governance commission, it was like a board, you see? And we only got our little something, that's all. But to hear about people getting salary.
All the certain fee are getting.
What
the little something that what?
Pardon?
What is little something?
You are getting?
$2,000 every month.
Damn
It was
it.
clean.
Damn
There
it.
behind it was clean.
Damn it.
Regular and clean.
David, I see you, man.
I see you, man. Remember,
Don't forget. You promised us you are bringing us lunch tomorrow, Friday.
Damn it.
My brother, I'm going to pass. In fact, let me see. I'm at the JFK right now.
Okay.
On my way to EWA Hospital.
You say you will be the redemption. You will bring our food tomorrow.
They may have been eating money also.
They clean 2,000 now.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, Marka. My
Yeah.
name is Teresa Williams.
Morning, Teresa.
I'm calling from Brazil.
All right, go ahead.
I want to talk concerning this water of the day. It's very strange, really.
Mm-hmm.
From time in the middle, there is the first time to hear such thing concerning the black hole water. It really disturbing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to say good morning to my listening president. You know, they reward the people talk about it. If everyone else say we want reward, the only thing I can just be praying is to encourage the government to do the right thing for the country. Once the government doing the right thing, everyone all will benefit.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not possible for everyone all to work in government.
Mhm.
Some all we are not getting the criteria, we are not qualified.
Mm-hmm.
But just for all to be heard on radio or all station will be completely there is where people less of if they give them the job, you see the problem at the end of the day. So the only thing I want to encourage the president, His Excellency, let him please try and do everything for even the high school for our levels, those that are only stuff that's high school job or high school job and graduate and thing. So I want to encourage him this morning. Every time if we say we want to do jobs, some of we are not capable to do certain job.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because people putting all that because of what at the end of the day the government get issue. And I want to be observing to some of this ministry.
You voted the government.
Yeah, let we all encourage the government to bring investor and things. It's like even shipping joy be doing it to
Private
some of
place.
it, and you ask and something for yourself.
Exactly.
Thank you for the show.
Thank you so much
Okay.
for your participation.
One year more women calling, man. Your call, man.
Good morning.
Hello.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning, Honorable, and good morning to you, Marka, and on the night of the Christmas and the Happy New Year that we are entering. Please, Marka, because at 2 April, our radio station, there's a serious emergency for the it's sent calling for VOA. Please, you gotta help on the process, Honorable. If you not help,
You said, wait, hold on. I'm not
Yeah,
getting
you're
you.
going
I'm not.
too fast.
You're
Hello,
muffled.
wait.
Hello, please
Wait.
take your time. Take your time. Yeah.
Yes.
You said what's happening?
yes,
I don't know how you sounding. Hello.
If you are using
Are you using earpiece? Well, I don't
wait,
understand
hold
what
on.
you say.
Sorry.
Yeah, man.
If you are using
Call
an
back. Let me
earpiece,
take out the
please call
earpiece and
back.
call
I'm not
back.
hearing you. You talking about demonstration or what?
Good morning.
Good morning, Marcus, and good morning to Big Brother O'Neill.
Mm-hmm.
Marcus, thank you. This is the voice of Samuel Sakara Johnson. I speak to you for being here this morning. And let me appreciate the both of you. But let me start with this issue of
Political reward.
the issue of this mineral water issue.
Oh, okay.
I think this is disturbing, Marka, and it's a society, especially a mineral water that is widely sold.
Yeah, that water is popular in this country.
Yeah, now when they eat plastic bag, boy, it is in a form that to the extent that it is refined, that everybody accepts it to be refined, and at the end of the day, this kind of information. Look, in a civilized institution, this kind of institution that will not even be thinking about reopening. Seriously, because this is disturbing. You know how many harms you are taught to many Liberians. You know how many effect they have caused on the life of our people. This is disturbing. I think that government and the relevant authority needs to take the appropriate action to ensure that it can serve as a deterrent to many of these. Look, Marka, take your microphone to many of the mineral water institutions around the country. You will feel very disappointed when we say, "Oh, pure mineral water, pure mineral." Some of these guys are selling swamp water to us. They say that pure mineral water. Seriously,
Okay.
we are not taking into consideration now to the issue of political reward. Look, Marcus,
After we don't bring the people who are agitated on the basis that they are not being given job, we also bring those that are going for the job and the kind of promises, the kind of anxiety, the kind of impression they put our people on. Because Marka, you are being elected as a representative, you're going to carry like 20, 30 persons with you. But every community you go, you tell somebody, say, well, where I will get you job. Where I will get you job. Where I will get you job. You have to make the person to relax to the extent that the moment you win, you will go able to get a met passage. So at the end of the day, the kind of impression our national leaders continue to get their support have been the cause for this kind of agitations all around the country. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you. I have an interest in the caller.
Yeah. You can call back now.
Yeah, I have an interest in the guy who called from the VOA. Please, I mean, you're saying something to us. Unfortunately, we didn't have heard you clear.
Yeah,
Probably you're using an earpiece.
Yes.
Yes. Please try to call back. Yes, around the VOA, something like that.
Yes. Okay. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you. My concern is from to this rice issue.
Mm-hmm.
And when the bigger companies that got rest of that they supply, they'll just be watchful. They might rest going there to them.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing is the subscription, the DSTV or whatever.
Yeah.
And then lastly, I want to talk about this and political reward. It sounds so selfish.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you think that it was wrong, and you stood for that wrong because you thought that there were poor health system, that the roads were bad, the economy was not stable, people were not getting job, and corruption were at the peak, and you say, I will stand for the change. I think that change when you stand there and people start to feel it in the community, that is more than a reward. And God in heaven will see you and give you more reward on earth because you put in substance first in your decision. When Peter know my people, Liberia does not belong to anybody. Liberia belongs to everybody.
Exactly.
It is our right that we will stand on the land and put you there. And you think because he convinced us and said we should vote for the person, and you think you're entitled to that job, do what you think we saw in you that was good. And people disappointing us, man.
Okay.
People will come to their senses and know that this Liberia, before it tend to be a good Liberia, people might change their ways and their attitude and know God first.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Yes.
You're welcome.
Good morning, Marka.
Morning.
No, thank you. Thank you this morning. Let me say good morning to you and Tony. Marka, this is Bobby. I will miss. I joined this person from this.
Bobby, Abu Meng, and we bluff with him. Bobby, Abu Meng's got at District 5, eh?
Yeah, for this mistake this morning.
Okay.
Only I love the way you put it this morning when we speak about political reward is not in here because only we are all aware that the reason people support somebody is to get something and the country must benefit in return. These are some of the reasons that many people choose to take this kind of ride in politics.
But in other countries, people can take their personal resources and support a candidate because they believe that it can bring holistic change to the country, not because they want job. Now why it should be, but Liberia not on earth. Bobby, when was the first time you heard this phrase, please?
No, not yet.
To be realistic. I see why people say Unity Party people too. I don't know, they can call them smart or what kind of crafty or whatever. Unity Party in their brother political reward not in heaven. They didn't want brother yet.
We campaign for our left on the line. We went to send the message that the government, the United Party government will come to power because we see the lane.
All right, the president have heard you guys. They will soon get your reward.
Yes, 2 more days.
Y'all made it. The electorate will get in line, go to the mansion and say we came for our own reward too. That ain't
But for me,
by
the
voting,
reward,
you are also participating in politics, and you should have reward too.
Yeah, the reward just makes the system better. That's all.
That's the reward all my
Everybody can
friends need.
benefit
It's
from
not
the
about
system.
get a new job to say that his political reward.
No, I
Because
even-
when you do that, no, forget it. I'm calling your
yeah, I
name.
even pray to work.
People even say, Baka offer you job, you rejected it because of I don't know what. But
You don't know it all.
why the person Baka offer you job, you rejected it. That true?
But when they come here. Wait, but I qualify, right?
Yeah.
I'm for Pluto.
But why you rejected the job now?
Yeah, no, but that's the show.
Because of that political reward.
They call you blowing.
Yeah, they call you not boring.
Yeah, not boring. Yeah, not boring. Yeah, you don't know it all.
Let's see who here.
Yeah, let's see who.
Good morning.
Good morning, Marka.
Morning.
Good morning to the Labrador people. My name is Fred Juma, and I phoned me this morning from District to my degree. And then was this morning as we get out to the year end, I want to appreciate the two of you because a particular platform is a platform that we always get information from to go inform another platform. The two of you are doing exceptionally well for the Labrador people. Let me get you the flower when you are alive.
We want RD.
My point is true this morning to the issue of the political reward. I think that statement is the point where corruption is starting to germinate. Because as soon as you are given an opportunity to work, the next statement I will follow will be the place them a platform. At the end of the day, because you don't want to do anything real where tomorrow people and family will live there and people start referring that, oh, yeah, so person are working in government and they have nothing to show. So at the end of the day, we will have to sincerity. So I want to call all the people who made that statement yesterday to call the platform and apologize to the Labrador people. Because there is a person I've been given, I think I've been given an opportunity in the past to serve the Labrador people. So some of us now, they cannot believe we have me as my human. Who am I giving brother? I want to call people up Blackie. The church is there this morning to call the platform and apologize to the Labrador.
Now, one a minute, man. Superintendent, you're for the man.
They may who call Jenna to defend his position. He say apologize.
Correct.
Okay. If I pose you should call by and apologize. Good morning.
Sorry.
Morning.
Carysburg.
Got him on Carysburg. Post on live in you now.
You know, we depend on you journalists now in Labrador, my country, the development of this country. On a serious note, because you are the ones that can put fire behind our leaders today before things can get better. Yeah, that one, I think somebody can easily change that fact. But I want to speak to the issue of the government structuring. They say, you know, when president comes to power, they will teach all of the strategic leaders in strategic positions. That's what I mean, like, those entities and head. You know, I think I want to carry the country backward. For instance, if a president comes and you want to change everybody, even to the extent that Mr. David went as far as the police, the immigration, and the army. They can change everybody. I don't know why it looks like any other country. I don't know. But I think when it comes to power, you just leave people in various positions and start checkmate them. If the person for sure and you announce it as the person for sure due to our audit and other things, you get rid of them. But when you come because of party sentiment, you move everybody before you start thinking about
Let me ask you this question before you leave the line. Let me ask you this question before you leave.
Because what it has done is that people have become more loyal to their political parties than to the country.
Let me ask you this question before you leave the line. The two political parties, the green and blue, the CDC, the Unity Party, should we retire them in 2029?
If you go for now, like I said earlier, you journalists are the one that we use our light now to see. So if you are the ones that
the light stay in the hall. They don't stay in the hall, please.
I'm coming. If you can help us to do that investigation and share it with us as citizens. We do maybe like you call on the show and get your own point of view. Majority of the citizens can come to it. Maybe we can put it before the law because I don't know why it will work that way, but I think we gotta do that. Maybe that will be the best for us.
That one, how long because
now voters
election
on
video.
election.
We just
Yeah.
go election.
And say no,
We
I
say
mean,
we don't want CDC, we don't want United
the
Party.
let it rest.
Maybe we taking.
Yeah, but if we do it now, how instance we gotta say the law because you put in the law for it.
Well,
No. What we say,
voting.
we are talking about 2029 election. Whether we
Election.
should forget about voting for CDC, forget about voting for United
United
Party,
Party. We
and
should-
vote for different party. That's what we mean.
No, you just think
Yeah, man.
That they look at it.
They want
Man, United Party,
that
man.
money man on there.
no, I believe you.
Oh, okay,
They be a United Party, man.
money man there.
It left with me.
My
Oh,
man-
you don't want to disclose your position?
I'm coming on Mr. David. Quickly. It left with me. Even Joseph Marka, President Joseph Marka, become good president, good. I stand by him.
Correct.
If he can do the right thing, then let him move. And for me, I just want good leadership.
Okay.
All right.
I like how you put a finish.
You trust it, man?
Yeah, that boy saying a money man. I know money man ain't son. Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
We are fine. Your name, where you join us from?
I'm Victoria and I call from GSA Road.
Okay.
Yes, I'm listening to the show and I have an issue with PCC tax payment. I want to know, or I want to, like you talking about it on the show, with the tax payment from PCC, when it comes to small businesses, they just come out to your business place and they say you're supposed to pay tax and you're supposed to pay the amount of $55. Not educating you, not explaining anything. And if you don't pay the tax, we will close the place. And if you get in the street doing those kind of things, not everybody that do small businesses are educated. So sometimes some of these things need to be talked about on the air.
Okay.
You go around, educate people on how to pay the tax, not just coming up and telling people that they should pay, especially the way businesses going, things not working the way it's supposed to work. You just come out and say somebody should pay $55.
Vicky.
And when you even go to their offices to pay the money, they don't even explain anything to you.
Okay, Vicky, I think the PCC
I
have
think
a program here
yeah,
on
that's a
Truth FM
recommendation
on
for them.
Saturday.
Yeah.
They have a show here. Probably you might be listening to Jeremiah. They have a show every Saturday morning, 8:15.
Okay.
On the same
Thank you,
station,
sir.
every Saturday morning you listen. I think they'll explain more detail.
Yeah, so they can explain
Yeah,
more about
more
the
detail.
municipal taxes they
Yeah,
are
how to
collecting.
pay.
Thank you, yeah?
Yeah,
Thank you, sir.
thank
All
you.
right.
It's a right. It's a
Yeah.
right. It's a
We
right.
need to know.
You know, one guy from the Ministry of Transport saw me this morning. He saw my vehicle. He said their vehicle registration will get expired on the 14th.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So he said it will get expired on
Yeah,
the
hold on some more.
Hold on, please. It will expire on the 14th. I said, yeah, that next year I'll renew it. He said, no, but the 15th I'll be arresting you. I said, hey, man, I paid taxes for a whole year.
Good morning.
Awareness, oh.
Yes.
I didn't want to go.
Morning. Go ahead. Your life.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for letting our minds. But what I just want to make impact is whether you change the green, you change the color, you change the blue. I did not see Liberia we put in there. The thing is not in the color.
That is scientific examination. Say we come and do now.
It's human being.
One bring the mobile model color the yellow. One bring mobile model color.
You take blue, you take green. That
No.
Liberian mentality is not a developed country. It just to carry for yourself.
Okay.
The country is too small to be developed within 2-3 years time.
I tell you,
Everywhere.
that is
Marka from your digital data. There's a gold money area there. That Chinese company going there. To go one go that so no can come from there. You can't develop that country. But they just went to the ministry there and different talking they go in there to man the old people, the two guys are bringing there, they will step on there, they will not do anything for them, everything will be coming already into their pockets.
Okay. Thank you.
All
Yes,
right. Thank you for calling.
So it's 10 minutes down,
I want to
9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yes, we'd like to say thanks for all of your calls. Those of you who try calling, you didn't make it through the line. You can try it on tomorrow. We're going to try our possible best. It's good that our leaders listen. You know what come with the whole Rwanda? Radio Kigali messed up the whole country. Radio Kigali brought the Husi, the Tutsis into a very bloody clashes. So the media were gatekeepers of society. Some of these issues will raise up, will bring on to the national attention. Please don't give deaf ears, man. Some of you are never ministers. You're never director general. You're never MD. But today you are in a position. And guess what? It's not a lifetime thing. Tomorrow you'll be out of it. And what will we remember you for? During your time as this, you know, one thing you can remember, I always hear Mirror Bro. You like it or not? Every first Saturday, we'll say it's the Mirror Bro Saturday. That's one of the things she left behind that. Whether MCC picking it up to do a general cleanup everywhere, that is the Mirror Bro trademark. Roden Giddens as we close up. We're comparing Roden Giddens to have a trademark. 5 years from now, you'll not be minister. Maybe Boga Hick and Pop saying, yes, Roden, thank you for saying and appoint a new public web minister. I said, Papa Hip. But on a very serious note, when you're in position, do the rightful thing. Tomorrow you are, we'll say, yeah, there is our former minister, they're going. This is why he did when he was minister or when he was managing director. And the guys at the Robert International Airport have nothing personal against you, but this December month, you shouldn't take pay. The board members there, you stop it. The brands I'm giving you the grace period. You have taken pay from June to November, I got everything. If you take pay for December, I'll see you again. Just stop it. Some of you already attached to different institutions. What about the men who make the $100? The 150, man. Just stop it. You cut it off. Gerald Mansko, I never call your name. Call me on the first time. You're the managing director. You stop it. You put an X to it. One time you receive money should be when you're having your quarterly sitting as board members. Masekwe took his office from Springfield Street to RIA. Why? Just stop it. Everybody get fire part to put on the fire too. Then you have one part will blow. Not different. We all have the same blood. Is your blood green or your blood red? I don't have that kind of blood. Just stop it. This December, you shouldn't take it. If other institutions are paying board members every month, you should stop it. Only a quarterly setting. Yeah, man. I think we got sports coming up.
Yes.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You could just won't bring.
No problem.
Bro, now you're mate. Bro, mate. Tell me. So the whole team,
Even at the eight,
even at the
in rush.
8. Yeah. And there is a lot. Let me tell the police officer there. When your vehicle registration expire, the people have 15 to 16 days extension to go and renew it. One police got a message in my face. Beginning of 15, I will impound the vehicle. I said, yes, man. That should be a grace period. Do more awareness. Sit on platform, man. Educate the people how to pay taxes. They don't be willing to do so. Fire service. The fire extinguisher I don't even know how to use it. Yes, holiday. Selling all the Congo time everywhere. Do how to use it? No. Anyway, let's go for sports right here on the TBS 961, the heart and soul of Liberia. Yes, the president is on his way. Easy. Yes, let's get those sports coming up. Nami Tapia is here to fill us in the world of sports. Hey, let's say good morning to you, Naomi.
Good morning, Oni. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Passion of Pride. The messengers of 11 bowed to City Rivals Batanga FC 1-0 at the SKD Sports Complex participation things in the Liberia Football Association First Division League. The Shipping Boys of Leska came from a goal down to defeat the Gold Green Boys of Freeport FC 2-1 at the Tusa Feet in Galaxville. The victory was a recovery from the 2-1 recent loss to league leaders FC Facel. Shatter FC and B Mountain settled the plate to a 2-2 draw at the Nancy B2 Sports Stadium in Kakata Magibi County. Invincible 11 overpowered Global Farmer 2-0 to add to their woes. Meanwhile, the league will continue in Green Star this Thursday at various venues, with league leaders FC Facel away to LPRC Otters at the Tusa Feet in Ganansville, while Blackman Warriors will take on Pinksville FC at the SKD Sports Complex participation in Pinksville. The Scorers and Mighty Barrow will climax out of First Division fixtures at the Doris Williams Sports Pitch in Grand Bassa County. Liberia defeated Guinea 4-1 in the Hungarian Mano River Union competition in Sierra Leone. Lucy Keke brace and a goal from Mackensian Sion and Delphine Glau gave Liberia their first win. Salon defeated Liberia 2-0 on Tuesday in McKinney to extend their unbeaten run in the Hungarian competition. Human rights groups in Guinea say they believe more than 135 football fans were killed in a crash at a stadium on Sunday, most of them children. The figure, which is unverified, far exceeds the official number of deaths at 56. The groups said the estimate was based on information from hospital, cemeteries, witnesses at the stadium, families of victims, mosques, churches, and the local media. More than 50 others are still missing, it said. The military government, however, has warned against spreading unverified information, saying that its investigations are ongoing into the tragedy in the country's second largest city, Nzerikore. Justice Minister Yaya Karaba Kaba said he had instructed the opening of a judicial inquiry against the alleged perpetrators. He said anyone disseminating unverified or malicious information will be arrested and prosecuted. The Delhi incident followed a controversial referee decision during the march, which led to violence. Police responded with tear gas as people tried to flee, but the rights groups blamed the deaths on the game's organizers and Guinea's ruling military junta, who held the tournament in honor of President Mamadi Doumbouya. The collective of rights groups in Nzerikore said there was excessive use of tear gas in an enclosed area, adding that vehicles carrying officials leaving the stadium also hit citizens who were trying to escape. Prime Minister Mamadou Ba on Tuesday announced 3 days of national mourning for the victims. And Arsenal scored twice from corners to comfortably beat Manchester United as Ruben Amorim suffered his first defeat in English football. Defenders Jerome Timber and Weldon Saliba did the damage as Arsenal took advantage of Liverpool dropping points to trim their lead at the top of the Premier League table. Arsenal sit third with 28 points, a level on that mark with Chelsea and 7 behind Arne Slot's Reds. The Hunsa took the lead in the 54th minute when Declan Rice's corner was headed in at the near post by fullback Timber. It meant that Amorim, who warned that a storm would come for United before this game, saw his three-game unbeaten start into an end in North London. Since losing back-to-back games to Inter Miami, to Inter Milan and Newcastle at the start of November, Arsenal have hit on a hot streak. The return of Martin Odegaard has coincided with a 5-match unbeaten run, and Arteta's side are back to looking like title contenders. This victory in Arsenal's 500th match at Emirates Stadium means they have won 3 successive league games for the first time this season. That's all for our sports desk.
What? I tell you, every day waiting for car to go to the bank. Then the traffic is not easy. By the time you reach the last, I'll make you scared. Hey man, how will shopping for children for the Christmas season?
Your head too high. What can carry you to the bank again? You can get tired. Every day, bank.
They are just in. Coach Amin, you want to introduce yourself for us? You must be a national team player. Okay. Hmm. You miss it. Great, Coach. I mean, the guy you said in Abiyan used to be our nation pride and joy, and yes, hmm hmm great. Is it your first time visiting Liberia? What- How long you been in country? Okay. What is your purpose? One of the care to know, Coach. I mean, or Tanzania was based in the UK, is in Liberia. What's your mission? What are you doing? hmm Okay. Hmm. Yeah, okay, okay, that's good. The in country for 2 years. Wow. Yes, 2 weeks. What's your assessment thus far? What sort of future foundation, grassroots football? What sort of talents are you seeing? What sort of prospect? Yeah, you looking at who have in Liberia?
So, tell us a bit more about the importance of this talent development scheme. What is it about, and why is it that FIFA or the FAs are investing in it?
hmm
And he believed that there's a lot of talent in the continent. Academies amongst Africans player to get the knowledge of playing football at
hmm
young level with the structure to know the principles of play, tactical and technical when you call it talking about that, and then physical aspect, social aspect, and then psychology aspect. So he came with these ideas. Let's go to Africa, try to put structures the same as academy in Europe, and help the most of FAs in the countries in the continent to get a better understanding and how to develop player, how to find a player, and how to train the player in high intensity development way in order to produce a young player to go all the way for the national team and beyond that.
hmm
So I'm here. Our first job is to go and find a player, train the player, and then to find uh, the structure of competitive fixtures from under 12 to 15. And this is for me starting from the grassroots to come all the way to the primary school
hmm
and then secondary school.
Wow.
So by doing that, we need also the stakeholder as a government, which I meet the Minister of Sports. Is very, very keen in this project. So I think together we can work and try to find the way where we can start a district competition to look at the player at the early age. And this is not only in football. We can do this with the different sports and then identify player, have a certain curriculum to help those players to know that if we identify early, we can put place, I call it development structure for them to come and train. And then after that, I think we'll have the future of the national team players.
That's good.
Yeah.
So, to Sherman,
Yeah.
knowing Liberia's own history of football, how important do you think this program is, and what obligation does the Liberia FA have?
So thank you very much. But firstly, I want to say thanks to my boss, the president of the Liberia Football Association, for this vision and making sure that Liberia is one of the two countries in West Africa. As you may be aware, in West Africa, we only have Benin and we have Liberia that is currently having the TDS program. There are other countries which did not meet the requirement and standard could not complete the process. So to the president and member of the executive committee, my immediate boss, Dr. Wisa, and the member of the technical department, I want to say congratulations to us. We have done a great job, and I believe it's a teamwork, and we're starting on the good page. So, like you said, the importance of this is to set our football on the right path. Over the years, we have complained about our various national team in terms of performances had not been up to standard, and we believed in order to solve that problem, we should go back to the grassroots, identify the best of the best players, train, and make sure that in the coming years we can be at the next level to compete at the international level and see if we can get back where we used to be a few years back. Now we cannot just go to a tournament just for the name, but we can compete and hopefully get qualified in either of the youth or national teams or competition.
Great. Coach Ami, I mean, you both all having behind the whole same off the radio. 2-3 years from now, what's your plan? What's your vision? What do you hope to achieve with working with these young talents?
So I believe in 2 years to come, we will be in a better position because we're already going to start implementing the structure and the plans to get to improve the quality of the process of finding these young players, to increase the contact time for them for training, because at the moment we're training only twice, maybe 3 times, but once we get everyone at our center, we will train 4 or 5 times a week and find some competitive games for them to improve local. And also we're looking also to get international game for the neighbors. So once we expose these young players at the age of 15 and understand the competition and when you want to achieve things, you have to play football inside your country and outside your country. So I believe in 2-3 years' time, we'll have the best under 17 national team and probably the best under 20 national team.
Okay. Yes. So, what are some of the talents you are scouting? What are you looking for in the young players? And you can also include what are some challenges in scouting players.
So, like in the country, I think Nathaniel will know better than I. I believe in the country there's some places where you're always going to get a rough diamond. Maybe not in Monrovia, maybe in Maryland or somewhere else in the region. So we're going to structure the way we identify players in the 4 corners of a player development. There's some region is going to have maybe technical and tactical players. There's some region probably is going to have a physical player. There's some region is going to have maybe social players who can come to the national team. And there's some region maybe they've got psychology players who coming from the village, but they're very, very keen to learn. So if we're going to mix all of that with the knowledge of the player within the country, and I know for me, I believe always when you go to the village, you always get the best player from the village. So we need to go everywhere. But this is not only the question of Liberia Football Association with my brother Mustafa Raji, but it has to be the government also to get involved, because if you want to transform the environment, and you want to get the best player like another George, where we have to go out there together, work together as a team, and identify that players. It might be in 2 years' time we're gonna be coming back in here and say, listen, this is a successful story. We went to maybe to Nimba, we got this player. We went to Maryland, we get this player. Now they're here, and then from here maybe they can go to Europe.
Okay. Well, that sounds good. You mentioned the age range earlier. But what happens if some of these kids are still in school? How do you manage them?
So this one, I think Nathaniel is going to cover that one.
Yes.
But we
So
got
yeah.
a school link with the center, so that if you identify player, we have to talk to the parents and see how can we move that player from wherever he come from, any region, to come to the center. And then there's a school which is about maybe 10 minutes walk from the center. But Nathaniel's got all that plan for that.
Okay, let me just throw a light on the issue of the school. So we also identified that some of the players are in school, and we believe when you get involved with football, it's not just about playing football. We also have to be able to prepare you for the future. So because of that, we have also the range of school in Kingsbury, not too far from the technical center called Unique International School. We are going through all of the processes. So we are going to bring in the parents for those players that will be selected. We will have a conversation with them. We will tell them the positive about the program and what we expect to uh, to benefit from the program. My understanding, we expect the parents to provide all with all of the necessary information as required for you to be qualified. Even though you can be a good player, but if we notice you have some wrong information provided to us, we will not hesitate to get you out and make sure we can have the right player with the right ages. So the issue of schools, the Football Association, with support from FIFA, we take full responsibility of all of the players that will be selected to move to the technical center for the period of 2 years going through the training. They will have a normal meal like 3 times a day. We will take care of the medical. We will take care of the insurance. So the Football Association with support from FIFA will cover that. And we want to make sure that all of the players will have the best, that when you leave the academy, if you are not successful to be a professional player, you can still have a life. There we have a computer lab. We have tutor at the academy as well, and they will go to school regularly like any other kid can do uh, at home. They will have normal life. We will have different games that they can get involved with to have normal life. We will have free time for them. But notwithstanding, we will stay on the best of the best players to make sure we can train and bring them up to speed that they can compete. And in the next 2 years, we can be at a different level in our youth football and even our senior national team.
Yeah. So still with you, Sherman. What role does the government have to play in all this? What are government responsibilities in this talent development scheme?
So as it stands right now, all of the paperwork have been submitted to the Ministry of Youth and Sport. Government have been supportive. Most often when we talk about support from government, we only look about the financial aspect, and I believe it shouldn't just be finance. Government have been supportive in many ways. They provide security for us generally in the country that people can move around freely. I believe that's a support. There are other materials we bring in football related, and governments also support in that direction. And we know that the TDS budget have been submitted to the Ministry of Youth and Sport, hoping that government will come in that direction of in terms of finances to see how best they can support the process. Then we all can be successful. But notwithstanding, we know there are competing priorities with government. But I believe that the government is going to come. Like the coach said, we had a discussion with the Ministry of Youth and Sport, and that was very successful. So I know very soon the government will come. I believe in this government, and I know they are going to come full support to youth football, and we are going to move forward in one direction.
So
So
we understand that Coach Army is going to be in country for 2 years, like he mentioned. Does that mean that this scheme is for 2 years?
The scheme will go more than two
yes.
years, but that depends on how you move, and because there are procedures and processes in moving from one step to another. Uh, Before even we could reach to this stage, we have to go through all of the different processes, and there are a lot of big countries who did not meet the process, and that's
True.
a big one for us as a country, Liberia, to be one of the country that went through all of the process. So right now in West Africa, it's only Liberia and Benin that are having the TDS going on. So Coach Ami is here for the next 2 years to help us to see how best we can have the best of the best talent. We're going to train, develop, and play it. And we believe we will have the best. And in the sooner possible time, we all can come back here and talk about the progress we have made over the period.
Coach, in terms of number of players, what is the target?
So as I say that we want to touch each and every one, and I'll start with the role the government can play. So when we're starting from the grassroots, most of the kids in the primary school. So if you can have some sort of the curriculum in sports, whereby we can start in playing competition at early age. So when there's a competition maybe in a certain region, we're gonna go there and try to identify those players. So we don't put the number, but when it comes to the national team setup, I want to see the best 60 player for under 12, the best 60 player for under 13, the best 60 player for under 14 all the way to under 16. Why I'm saying that? Because when you're in the program for 2 years, you find today the player is very, very good. But if you recruit a big number, it's easy to replace the player from maybe elite group 1 to elite group B and elite group C. So we don't need again to go all around the country if we already identify a certain player. But for having said that, that's not only the target for the number. We see any talent in Liberia, we bring him in the project straight away.
What happens also with grassroots coaches? I know we're talking about the players. However, they will be coached. Maybe they will be on some of the lower division teams and all of that. Is there any opportunity for grassroots coaches under this scheme?
Yes, I think we had very, very fruitful day last week. We had an induction and talked to them about the project. As you know, the first entry of any footballer is the grassroots. So we want the FA wants all the grassroots coach to be very close to us in this project. If they see a player on their area, they know to contact Nathaniel, and then from there we will find a way either to invite that player to come in, or we can go where the player is and just see is he capable enough to come to the project. So you have to have a very, very good relationship with the grassroots coaches because those are the ones who starting seeing player before anyone.
Okay. You want to comment on that, Shema?
Yeah, so like he said, we had a meeting with all grassroots coaches from 12, 15, and 17, and we clearly explained to them the intent of the project, where we want to go, and how we want to do it. And he also shared with them different training strategy to use at the grassroots level. So I think for the grassroots coaches, we are all on the same page, and all of the grassroots presidents and CEOs have been very supportive to the process. Most of them going to the training to watch the training. So we are getting the players directly from them. They are the first entry point, like you said. So we believe that this is something we are going to do together as one team. We cannot leave them out. They are part of this team, and we are going to work together and to make sure we can give Liberia the best.
Okay. Yeah, so how soon do we expect the team, Coach Amin and the team, including you, Sherman, extending outside of Monserrato?
So as we speak right now, there are negotiation ongoing. We have also contacted FIFA. They have a team of scouts that they can send down on the ground to help in the process of scouting. So we have divided the country into 4 regions. So the team, hopefully, maybe if all goes well, maybe by the end of January or early March, will be in country, and that team will be here for maybe like 2 months. We will map up the entire country from region to region. We make sure that every talent will have a chance to be able to showcase their talent. So in that process, we will start with from region 1 to region 2, region 3, and region 4. So when we complete that process, by May, March, we are hoping to officially launch the program, having the first batch of players into the National Football Academy. that they will stay there for 2 years, will be trained, have normal meal, like I said earlier, and that will help us to change the face of our football, and that will help us to compete at a very high level as a country. And I think again, we as a country, we need to support this program. This is our baby. We have to hold it with two hands. We have to be able to take care of it. It is a new trend. We are building a new foundation, and we believe we cannot leave any stone untouched. We must be a solid foundation for tomorrow. That when you come back here and we sit in the studio to talk about football, we can feel relaxed. We can vote for our team. We can vote for our talent. So again, I think this is the right direction for us as a country. And we believe we are calling on all Liberians, the parents, the club president, to support us in the process.
So
And to add on that, I think we did one recruitment process on West Point on Sunday. Just one area went last Sunday. We got 7 players from under 15s and we got 4 players from under 12. So try to think, it's just one session we found those players. And those players now, they're training with us in the project.
and are you sure of what you are picking is exactly what you need?
Yes, because I've got an eye. I can see a talent. And sometimes, as I say, you don't pick because of only technique. You look as an aspect of the player. So, and then when you bring in, see how can he settle down in a new environment. So I think I managed to do that in England. I work with players like Jack Grealish, Tom Kenny, Danny James. So those are my attribute when it comes to see a talent.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
great. So one thing again, in the process of scouting, are you the one organizing maybe these mini tournaments that you will use to scout the talents you want, or someone else is organizing a tournament and you go there to scout what you want?
Normally, we make a public announcement, an open process. You can come as many as possible, and we will be there to make sure we share the group and allow them to play for like 30 to 45 minutes.
Okay.
If there are teams in the community that are organized, maybe 5, 6 teams, we don't hesitate that we can have them to play as well. And like we go around, if there's a game in the community, maybe we driving around, there's a game, we stop and see. There's a possibility you can find one. So it's not restricted to only team. It's open. All we want is the right age to come and participate in the scouting process.
Okay. I know we will have to interact with the public through the phone lines. But from your own experience, Sherman, as a former national team player, what would you say if these kind of opportunities now were available from the very beginning at your time of prime? What do you think the case would have been?
I think I can tell you maybe by now we have been to 2 or 3 nation cup. Because for myself, I just started playing. I saw people doing it. I wasn't taught to say, okay, you need to do this, you need to do this. I started, and other coaches came on and add onto it. So imagine now, this is what we have started. If you watch the kid play right now, there's a whole different level, the way they see football, the way they think about football. So I think if we have started this long since, but now we are far and we are, maybe good ranking, maybe we have been to Nation Cup 1 or 2, and putting a very good performance.
Okay, so I'll post my last question to the two of you, so any of you can answer. So that you have started this unique program. What do we expect of the national team, for example, 5, 6 years from now, if this program that you have started is successful?
So what we want to do,
Hmm.
we want the best of the best talent first thing, train and make sure they can compete at the highest level. So we want to change the face of our football. We want to change our results. We want to change our current ranking. We want to be up there. We want to be a country like we used to be during the 2000s. And we believe to do that is the foundation. So our own output from that we expect from this is to have a new breed of national team players that will compete, that will take us to the Nation Cup, that you can sit back in studio and be sure that you have a team on the field that will compete and that can win you games It can make you feel better. It can make all Liberians feel happy. The current generation of player has been very well. I want to appreciate all of them for the effort, and I believe we are behind them to support them. So we are bringing a new breed of players that will help to see how best we can move our national team and our country to the next level.
So, without a shadow of a doubt, for these 2 weeks I've been around here coaching the boys under 12, under 15. Within a year, I'm telling you, we're going to be the best in this zone of West Africa. I'm telling you for sure. Because the way I work with players, I don't give, if you come to my pitch, and I'm welcome you to come and watch one day, the way we train with player, it's high intensity and also a lot of attention to details. So like I think we had a discussion earlier. I said when England played against Senegal, some of the Senegalese players they didn't have tactical understanding of the game. So we're gonna start to give the tactical understanding of the game for under 15s, and we'll make sure that whenever they go on the pitch, they've got all the detail and information they need for them to be successful in the games.
That is great. Is there a vision that this could also be a project that will open opportunity for players to plow their trade abroad? I mean, any kind of mission or vision of such?
Yes, I think I've already seen. Before I came to the country here, I knew about Divine Tier, because I had a network in England and they were asking me about Divine Tier. But now we got a player called Emmanuel Flomo, which is a young player, but he's very, very promising. So there is a way we can help this player with our network to go all the way to either England or the best leagues in Europe. But again, to have a desire of want and hard work, that's the only way we can get there. It's not a question of network, it's a question of hard work and put everything like it's the last thing for you to be successful. So for me, with my network, I'm promising for sure we will have that pathway on the pipe already.
Okay, that's great. If you're just joining us or you are following us, we have in studio with us this morning Nathaniel Sherman, former national team player, and coach Amin C. Nanger. They are here this morning talking about the talent development scheme. Coach Amin is in country for 2 years and working with the team here to look for or to scout talents for the future of Liberian football. So call us this morning to participate. Any question you want to ask, you can call 0770 202579 and 0777 Again, 0777 and 0770 Let's talk to the first person on the line this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Marka, and let me say good morning to your studio guest. My name is Fred Joma, and I'm filming this morning from IGB District 2. And let me appreciate them for the move. The move is so brilliant, and it is in the best interest of our footballers in this country. But I have a recommendation this morning to them. There are some academy or some grassroots academy in the country. I want to recommend that they have to go to the Flow Academies to see some of our practices and see how bad they can score players for them. Like in my GD, I want to recommend the academy have been very, very good, brilliant, bringing all talent called the Champ Football Academy. I think they can come to my GD also work with our academy. The academy has a lot of great talents. A lot of great young people from honor now, honor 12, honor 14, 15, all the way going to honor 20. So I want to appreciate the team so much this morning. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, Marka. And this is Melton Yoko again. I called this morning to just say thank you to the guys in studio, to Nathaniel Sherman and the coach Adam. I want to say welcome to Liberia. This is a complex UI. I also want to say I know as long as you are in Liberia, you want to do your best. One thing you said the last time, which I like, you said you want to select your own people
select your own players. So I want LeBron to feel that this man not come to Liberia for people to decide who he will take, who he shouldn't take. He himself said he knows what he's looking for and he knows what he wants. Finally, we want to tell the Liberia Football Association, thank you for the decision they are taking to make sure that football can develop, because as they continue to have defeat on national level, these are some of the ways we can solve this problem. Thank God for having a five-starter president, Mr. Mustafa Raji. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Milt. Oh, sorry, I just mistaken it. Hang up that call. Again, call 0770-202-5790, 777-285961 to talk more here on this program. Good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning, you're live. Go ahead. Yes.
Okay, that you know some more. I come from the Weaver Street.
Okay.
Yes, I have a grandson. He just turned 12. He's a promising player, and I've let him to promise to start with the good thing. How do you think I get in contact with them?
How you can get in contact? Okay, Shama will answer that. So just keep posted. Shama will answer that.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning, Marka.
Morning.
When you strong you going to go. I'm not interested in what you have seen there because our budget paid down for long. Okay, no promising player. We need somebody that is moving and are coming up with pretty hard yet. But I also want to say that they will be going community where they can lead the yes part. If you want to do the yes, take that person, join them. But I got my son which is very good when it comes to the football level. Upon 2005, around 1990, 12, get any Pentecost. So you're one of the good girl I see, for me, my son, he can play well. He also play for the school.
Well, I don't know whether the age range they mentioned, he fits that. They will answer you. I don't know whether he fits in the age range they mentioned. Sorry, let me take. Someone is hanging up on this.
I'm a recommendation there.
All right. Good morning.
We need people to come over here.
Morning. But your line is a little bit tripping. I don't know. Go ahead. Whether he what compensate for the talent? Concentrate. What?
Concentration is a part of.
Okay. Yes. He got you. He will answer you.
Concentration is part of psychology of the player.
Okay.
So in the psychology of player, there's a 5C. There is one is confidence. The second one is control of self-emotion. The third one you mentioned is concentration. And then there is a communication. And then there's a commitment. So concentration, which I say again, when you're looking for the player, you don't look for one corner. So if the player's got an IQ of 9 over 10 in concentration, and then probably he's got technical and tactical 2 out of 10, so sometimes we're looking at a player in the national team, they've got a level of concentration who can pass a message to a teammate. So if he's got that, that is good. Because as I say, that we don't look for only one corner, we're looking for the 4 corner, which is concentration part of the psychology. Thank you.
Okay, let me just take 2 more calls and then we can come over to you to respond to some of the callers. Good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead.
I come in. Mama said that you want to talk to you guys.
On the show?
Yeah.
That's a confidence there.
Yes. Where is she? Hello? Hello?
Yeah.
But if I can't get her, we'll let you go. This is radio. Hello? Okay, we're not getting them.
It's gonna be outside.
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, I
Yeah, my country.
Mm,
He's very got some talent.
very good.
One of my politics was
Coach Ami is going to get overwhelmed with talents. All right, thank you. We are Maggie. We counted. Let me take the final one. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, William Mark calling on the Marshall Road.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you for the discussion this morning. And I must appreciate the guest in the studio.
Mm,
He actually mean well for Labua.
okay.
But Sonny, I actually don't want to call, but Sonny keep playing my mind so that I can make the call.
Mm,
Yeah, you know, more often, what actually care our dream in Labua is the selection. Other people will be carrying the need, carrying the interest and other things. People who have the talent will be left back because of interest and other things. So I just caution the guys in studio to look for actually a rebel talent to grow like grow up for tomorrow because there are some people who are not financially strong, their parents are not able to advocate for them, but they have the
okay, so you mean fairness in the selection process. Good morning.
Morning, Marka.
Yes, go ahead quickly.
I'm Kennedy. Let me just welcome the fellow in studio there, welcome Laburo. But you gotta be very mindful, be careful because Laburo we could manipulating the system. So if you mind the people that are working along with you and they will start bringing names to you.
Okay, that's almost the same fairness issue the last quarter before you mentioned. Let me take the man of God as the last quarter. Good morning.
Good morning, Marka. Thank you for taking my call. This is Pastor McKay. I appreciate the gentleman being over there. I just want to know the connection here with the educational part. All right, so the kid is allowed to come and play football. You're going to treat him the way you treat everybody else. Behaviorally, you're going to have him balanced. I want to know, does he have to have a certain grade average to be maintained in the organization?
Okay, that's good. I think it's understandable. Well, Coach Ami and Sherman, you listen to the callers.
So thank you very much. Let me just speak to the last caller directly that spoke about the issue of education.
Mm-hmm.
We are not going to tie it down to grade for you to stay at the academy. But what we're going to do is to make sure if a particular player, for instance, is not doing well in school and that is noticed, we want to know the subject. We are going to work with him to make sure we can bring it on par with the others. Because what we want to do, we are also building future leader, not only football players. We want to combine football and education. We want to have the opportunities after playing that player can still go out and make life after football. So we are also looking at life after football, and we are looking at life within football. So if there's a kid that is in the program and are in school and you have challenges, our responsibility is to make sure those challenges are addressed adequately, that players will be bring up to speed with other his friends, because our job is to build a future, is to protect the players. So now the player have a talent, he struggle probably in math, right? Our responsibility. That's the reason we are also hiring tutor outside of the school that would be at the academy. So if, for instance, one of the players got issues maybe with spelling or with something else, that tutorial responsibility is to make sure to help him that he can be able to develop and improve in spelling.
And to add on that, every player who's coming into the project, we must do safeguarding and welfare of the children. So we're gonna take them as like our own son. We'll make sure that the positive learning environment is in our center, and everything when it comes to education, outside football, inside football, everything has to be in a par.
Okay. Yes, so we don't have much time now, so you can just respond to some of the issues they raised.
So
You listen to a lot of people calling from different locations, and some even talking about their own children, all of that. What are your responses to that?
yes, we know that would be normal. It's normal that people will call to say this. Yes, it's good to do so, but for you to do that, you should do that in fairness,
Okay.
like you're asking us to be fair. Meaning, if you have a 14 years old or 15 years old that have the right talent, and we feel or you feel that talent is up to the standard, yes, you can make a recommendation. We are going to look. But if that talent come in and we know it's not up to the standard, we won't hesitate to allow that player leave. And one thing I can say to you, this team, if anybody would ever think that you will pass behind the door in my presence, it's not going to happen. I can promise you this, like I'm saying to you right now. If anybody will feel that because you know Sherman or maybe you know Ami or you know some of the local coaches and somebody will want to come from the back door, that will not happen with this team. That I can promise you. I can promise you that all my life. So just forget about that. If anybody feel is going to break through the other way, it's not going to happen. If you don't have the talent, well, that we need to be the best or one of the best to compete against the best, you are not going to be part of the program. That I can promise you for sure.
Yes, so the age range, somebody said, I think he said his son is 19.
19,
That
he's
19 years
out.
now. Yeah.
So we between
So
12 to
16.
16 years old.
okay.
And somebody also spoke about recommendation. Mike EB, yes, Mike EB, we are coming your way. You don't need to worry about it. Like I said to you, we have divided the country into 4 regions. We are going to map the entire Liberia. So every talent will have a chance. Except we go to a village and there's no talent, we'll move on to the next place. But we believe this about Liberia. Years back, if you check, like he make a comment, if you look, you will see there are different regions produce different kind of players,
Okay.
right? For instance, like the people from Maryland, you found a bit of physicality in a lot of the players from Maryland. In terms of discipline, they at a very high level. So we are also taking that into consideration. We have been studying that in our football DNA to know the different region and the kind of player they produce because we know we want to know if you want good midfielder, where can we go? Which region can we go into find a good midfielder? We want a good defender. Where can we go? So we look back into our history where Joe Nangbe came from because Joe Nangbe, Washington Blade in our history have been a very outstanding, as history can show, they have been very outstanding. So we look back to see where have been our best defender in our history coming from, our best midfielder, our best attacker.
Oh,
So we want to see if we can tap into those regions that they come from to see what is there.
okay.
Probably we can get another Kevin Samuel, we can get another Ottawa McCall. So we need to check to have the best.
Okay, so just use at least a minute for our parting comments because we're out of time now. We're in our radio time already.
This is a great project in Liberia. Let's all of us be positive, have a tenacity and energy to put in this project, and the future of football in Liberia will progress without a shadow of a doubt.
Again, I want to say thank you for having us this morning. We are grateful. And to the Football Association, I want to say thank you for this project. To the president for this vision, a member of the executive committee, my immediate boss, Doko Wiset, a member of the technical department. I believe we are on the right path and we are calling on all Liberians to join us, to support us. Even to the parents, we believe the parents play a very major role. We are calling on them. We know the issue with age cheating, changing age. We are hoping that they can work with us, provide the right information because this is about Liberia. We don't want to cheat Liberia. We want to give Liberia the best. And we believe to do this, we want to have everybody on board. We want to have all of the best ideas in the positive way that we can work with to see how best we can put our football at the next level. Again, I want to say thank you for having us. We appreciate your effort so much, and we hope we can have another time again. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Okay, they are Nathaniel Sherman, former national team player and goalkeeper for that matter, and coach. I mean, see, Nenji, they've been here talking about the talent development scheme that is going to be or that is ongoing now in the country. Coach Ami is in country for 2 years for this project. So yes, they've been our last segment guest on the show this morning. Thanks to all of you for following us by radio and also on Real TV Live. It's been a wonderful presentation. My name is Marka Davis. O'Neill Rivers and Elijah Zizi has been behind the cameras carrying us live. Thank you. Wish to be here tomorrow again with another edition of the TBS. Bye bye.